Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. God will do it for you. My name is Steven and I hope everyone's having a great day so far. And what we're going to be talking about today is believing even though you can't see the result. And the reason that this is important is because oftentimes we find ourselves in a period of life where we're hoping for something, but we see no evidence of the fruition of it. We see no evidence of progress made. We just see no evidence. And sometimes it makes us even question, is what we're hoping for even possible at this point? So I'm going to go to the story in the book of John. We're going to start in chapter 20. And this talks about when Jesus has now come back from the dead and his disciples are being told that Jesus is alive. And so I'm going to be paraphrasing a lot of this because there's plenty of things that need to be read. One of the actual disciples said, I don't believe it. I need to see some scars in his hands. I need to see the scar on his side. Then I will believe. And so now I'm going to verse 27. Then he said to Thomas, put your finger here and see my hands, and put out your hand and place it on my side. Do not disbelieve, but believe. The reason he's now saying, hey, and these are the words from Jesus. I have shown you what you've asked for, Thomas. Do you now believe? So then Thomas answered to him, my Lord, my God. Then Jesus said to him, have you believed just because you've seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed. And so now Jesus is basically saying, I've given you what you asked for. Do you believe me now? But blessed are those that have believed but have not yet seen. And the reason why he's saying blessed are those that have not seen but believe is because it shows faith. And what does God love more than anything? People that have faith in him. People that have faith even though they can't see what they're believing in. And the reason that this is important, because that's all I'm going to read of that, it's a nice book to read, is because even I find myself hoping that everything that I'm doing and striving to achieve, that I believe there will be some success in my efforts. I can't see anything as far as forward movement. Right now I'm in the construction phase of the food business and creating a website and creating the brands. I'm getting labels for bags, creating the online strategy for social media, making sure that I know the platform I want to use as far as a checkout system for the website, creating an actual interactive area for the website and also for social media that will give an incentive for being interactive and sharing reviews. I'm doing all this, but at the same time, there is a part of me that's saying, I hope all this is for nothing. Because statistically, businesses don't survive past 5 years and most fail. And what I am hoping for and having faith in is God is going to make me not a part of that statistic and make me part of the actual percentage that is successful. And that is why I'm taking my time doing everything that I'm doing, because when I launch it out the way I really want to launch it out, I am hoping for maximum success. It's the same thing for me when I was trying to get my son. I did not have anyone in my nearby environment, nor did I know anyone, especially a young African American, that had full custody of their son. Heck, I didn't see anybody of any race with it, just to be honest. And I'm not gonna want to lie to you. I was very afraid, because I was like, it's not a common thing for a man to have their child full time, especially a man young like me, and where the mom is actually alive and she's not, strung out on drugs or anything like that, not in jail. The odds are against you. You're gonna have to really have a good reason. But I believed that I would do a great job as a full-time father if being given the opportunity. That's what I believed in. And so when I prayed about it, because I remember I was frustrated and I was like, God, why are you allowing some of these things that shouldn't be happening to happen? What is it going to take? And when God challenged me, I was like, all right, you coming to me asking me what is it going to take? And it's going to cost you everything. And when I did that, and now I've sacrificed everything for a chance, not for a guarantee, for a chance. At that point, I just had to hope and have faith that a positive outcome would be had. I never thought I would have got them. The same thing with the food business. I was hoping, didn't know how the food business was going to be legal. But little did I know that God was working in the background and someone else was already working towards creating the opportunity for someone like myself to be able to utilize their facility to get the business legal. Little did I know that a person that I'm getting to know now was in the background making sure that they were healed and making sure they carried no baggage from their past, so that way they can be in the right frame of mind and give a man a fair chance. And then all of a sudden, when they put themselves back out there, they ran across me. Sometimes when we're hoping for these things, whether it's relationships, success in business, is growth in your career, I'm hoping for a health turnaround, hoping for your child to turn around if they need that, whatever the case may be, we have to believe it without seeing the positive result. Then that's when God intervenes. That's just what I've noticed. It's taking great faith for every step of the way, every move I've made in order to get where I currently am. And I'm not even there yet, but I see myself compared to last year. It's a drastic change as far as the moves I'm making. It's a drastic change as far as my character. Even making this YouTube page, it wasn't here last year at this time. I didn't start it until the end of October. And so again, a lot of progress being made in just a year. And not even just a year yet, but almost a year. A lot of progress being made. The developmental aspect of what God is doing inside of me is the part of the process that people don't really talk about when they're trying to achieve something great or something that's more important than themselves. We don't really think of that. And it all starts with faith. I remember I said in one of my other videos, I said, hey, I let the job go, so usually apartments or whatever, they want 3 times the rent, or they want some type of proof of this and that. And little did I know, for my lease renewal, now they're like, hey, we don't care about that. Do you just want to renew the lease or not? So again, sometimes it just takes an act of faith to say, hey, do I believe in what I'm doing? Because trust and believe. I'm glad I'm making decent money. I'm glad I'm able to have a roof over my head, things like that. But heck, I don't see myself doing what I'm doing now for the rest of my life. Oh no. And I'm not speaking boastfully, but I could bring so much more to the table and provide for the society in such a drastic and great way, just because of the intelligence and the confidence and also the skills that God has allowed me to acquire over time, that I'm like, doing what I'm doing now is that I would not accept that this would be my last stop. I would not accept it. I know some people were like, well, what if God, I don't believe it. I would not believe it. And that's just another one of those things where that's why I have faith in what I'm doing. That's why I have faith that God is setting me up for something truly great. That's why I have faith that this platform is truly going to be a blessing and that it's going to explode one day. I truly believe it. I don't know why. I just truly believe that this platform is going to explode one day. I truly believe that the talents and the gifts that God has given me, one day God will show me that this is what is everything that you've been working towards. This is why you've had to go through the process that you've had to go to. This is why you've had to go through the betrayals, the hurt, things of that nature, the hard times. It's because I've been getting you ready for what you've been asking for. Because again, sometimes we don't realize the gravity of what we pray for and what we're asking for and what we're hoping and believing in. If God just gave it to us, we would lose it. We would lose it. We wouldn't know how to handle it. We would mishandle it. And that's why he has to have you go through these trials and tribulations, so that way you understand the hard and intense work that it takes. Because if we don't understand the process of development, whether it's within ourselves or within an idea that we have, we could blow it, and good opportunities just don't be coming knocking at your door all the time. I promise you they're not, especially what's going on out here in the world. They're not. Sometimes you get one chance to make something happen, and when that opportunity comes, it's your time to show up, or you miss out. And I'm looking forward to when that opportunity comes, I show up and show out. And that's why I'm learning to enjoy the process. I'm learning that the process it's not easy. But if everything was easy, everybody would be doing it. You have to have a certain mindset to believe even though you can't see. You have to have a certain faith to say, you know what, I'm going to put in the work, because I believe that even the visions and the ideas that I have are not normal. I believe that there's a reason why God has given me these visions and these dreams, is because it's possible. And the only way you're going to find out is if you have the faith to see it through. It's just like God said. I mean, just like Jesus said, blessed are those that believe and have not seen. That's where the blessings come. That's when the blessings come, is because you have showed faith. You have showed faith. And God only moves if we believe in him. He's not going to move on your behalf if you don't even, you're like, I don't believe in there's a God. This and that. God has nothing to prove to you. It's like, you know what, that's fine. Buddy down the street believes in me, and look at his life. But hey, that's on you. Continue to believe that the world is the one that's blessing you, then you watch it. The world will not have your back like God will. You won't. The world won't. There's no man or woman on this earth that can do more for you than God. If we believe that one of these presidential candidates is the only hope for this country, then you have your hope in the wrong thing. Because God can wipe them both out. Then what? Then everybody's scratching their head like, well, what are we gonna do? Nah. My hope is in God. I don't care who wins at this point. My hope is in God, that he's going to take care of me as he promised, for me staying in this city. I'm thankful for the people that he's put in my life. I'm thankful for the ability to even have the opportunity to work towards my goals, because some people just don't have the time, because they put so much on their plate that now it would take an extreme sacrifice, and most people aren't willing to do it. And I'm just thankful that he's given me the confidence to believe that it's possible. But at that point, he's like, I've given you the tools. Are you going to have the faith to see it through? And I will. So my hope and aim for this video is that you work towards what you desire, whether that be marriage, success, job promotion, better health, kids being on a straight and narrow, whatever the case may be. Work towards it and have faith that the positive outcome is in your favor. Have faith that you are not part of the statistic. Have faith that there really is a God that goes before you and works in the background and is really moving things on your behalf. Have faith that, yes, God really does look out for you. And I promise, that's where we get to see God really in a whole new light. We get to experience him in a way that only someone that has been there with you or yourself can say, no, I've seen what God can do. And you give that testimony so others can believe as well. You can inspire them. So I hope this video has been a blessing. Y'all have a great day. Don't pay attention to the news, and just believe in God If you believe in God, the news and all this stuff that's going on, yeah, it's there. Yeah, it's real. But at the end of the day, God has the final say. And that's it.